The Chevy Bolt is an important car in GM's move towards electrification. How well is it working out for a real owner? Find out in this episode along with his top likes, dislikes, and rating out of 5 stars. The Chevy Bolt was introduced in 2017 as part of GM's move towards producing more electric cars. This is the type of car that appeals to environmentalists like today's owner, Manuel. He prefers to remain private so you won't see him, but you will hear from him. And here's why he picked the Bolt.
One, I'm asthmatic, and I thought, well, the environment is taking this major hit. I thought I'd do my part. I mean, I've been thinking about an EV for, I don't know, the 4 or 5 years prior to purchasing it, and I just heen and high, and until I retired, I needed the pickup.
The biggest drawback with buyers choosing electric cars is range. The 2020 model gets 259 miles, while the 2017 model got 238 miles. So, how is that working out for Manuel?
So my typical daily drive is probably no more than 20 miles from San Francisco to Daly City and back. The furthest I've probably driven the EV Bolt has probably been to Santa Cruz, and that is, I think, 75 miles.
The Bolt's range is good for most drivers' daily commutes, but may fall short for longer trips. The Bolt is classified as a subcompact, so it has small dimensions outside. The tall, short profile has some nice styling cues. There's a cool black strip that starts at the front and travels along the side to connect with the window envelope. It's compact on the outside, but how does it feel on the inside?
The size, it's very roomy. The interior is quite spacious. Certainly the cargo has, I like the features that it has, the actually three compartments in the trunk.
The headroom in the rear is quite good and the legroom is impressive. Entry trim models get cloth while higher trims get leather. How comfortable are the seats?
The seat for me is fine. I'm 165 pounds. I think if you were probably 6'2", and maybe 175 or 200 pounds, they might be a little uncomfortable the way they curve. Could include, I think it would have been good for the manufacturer to include maybe an ergonomic design into the back. I have back issues, so that would have been a wonderful feature.
The instrument cluster is digital and the infotainment is through a large 10.2-inch touchscreen. The rest of the vertical and horizontal consoles are pretty sparse. What does Manuel think of the interior?
It just seems a little cheap, and I think because just of the weight, trying to save, they say it's to keep the weight down, so Chevy says, but I think it was more of an economic to keep the price of the vehicle lower.
So, that brings us to performance. The battery is 60 kilowatt hours and the electric motor produces 200 horsepower and 266 pound-feet of torque and going from 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. To help you stretch that 238-mile range, the Bolt will analyze your driving to show you how you perform. Another feature to help you get more miles is the regen paddle that you can use to brake the car. What does Manuel think of it?
I really like it. It takes a little adjustment. I'm still breaking it in after 2 years, believe it or not, but I think it's a good feature.
And how does it drive?
It drives really well. I mean, the acceleration is great. It has, I think 200 horses. Yeah, I feel like when I give it, I floor it, I feel like the tail end tends to fishtail just a little bit, which is a little alarming.
With that said, how many stars does he rate the Bolt?
I think because of all the features, the range and the entertainment center, the screen, I would probably end up giving it a 4.5.
Please be sure to give the video a like, take a look at our other owner reviews, and subscribe to The Driver Download.